Alright, so I haven't done a poker vlog ever, so this is gonna be my first time. I don't even know if you can hear me, but we're about to board the plane to Vegas. This is my partner, Noctis. Follow them on Twitch. I'll have their information down and below. But yeah, we're going to Vegas, baby! Alright, so I'm in the Red Rock Casino right now with my family, and I'm gonna see if there's any cash games going on at Red Rock. We just got back from hiking. Yeah, so as you can see, we're in beautiful Red Rock Casino. Probably one of the chillest ones in Vegas, if you ask me. Alright, see you later. So some of the footage you're gonna see I already saw. I don't really know how I'm gonna edit this yet. Is from my trip to Vegas in early October. So I did not have a good run of things. That first night that I sat down and played poker, I did lose $200. And I really did feel tempted to go to the ATM and just be like, just one more shot. But I was like, no, you said your limit was 200 for the trip, and that's it. And after reflecting the night, I definitely know what I got wrong for sure. And if it's $200 to learn that lesson to maybe down the road make it back, then I think it was $200 well spent. So basically, stick to the basics. So if I want to raise in any position, if I want to raise, it's typically a 3x bet, 3x of the big blind, and I was playing 1-2. So it should have been $6 that I was trucking into the pot to raise. But when I bought in with the 200, they gave me a ton of $5 chips. So I was chucking in 3 $5 chips because my brain lazily was like, this is 3x bet. So instead of spending $6 to open, I was spending 15, which is more than double. So I was being very reckless, and I didn't realize it until bada bing bada boom. You are out. You have no more chips, and I should have been paying more attention. So I've been taking I haven't played poker since. I am still reading books. I'll occasionally watch some poker videos, but I had to sit down with myself. I had to sit down. I reflected. I was like, is this really the career for me? And, am I smart enough to do this? Am I disciplined enough to do this? And I think the answer is I am, but I think I needed to take a little time off, get my bearings. So hopefully the next time I post some poker vlogs, we could do more in-depth hand analysis, and maybe I could even talk about some tips. I will say one thing. There was one hand that was kind of a bummer. I flopped. I was holding 8-9 offsuit, and I flopped a 3 of a kind of 8s on the board. The third card on the flop was a nondescript card. The board was pretty much dry except for those 8s out there. And I was playing it tricky. I was playing it slow because I was out of position. No, I wasn't. No, I was on the button. I was in position. I was on the button. So I think someone raised ahead of me, and I called because I had 8-9 offsuit. So I was going to call. I didn't feel like raising there. And then 2 people behind me, so that would have been small blind, big blind, they called as well. And so there's a lot of dead money in the pot. Flops 8-8, some other card I can't remember now. Check to me. I check. Small blind bets, big blind re-raises. Then it folds to me, and then I called. 'Cause, I'm holding what I thought were the nuts. Turn comes a king. Small blind checks. Big blind checks as well. I decide to throw in some money. Small blind folds. Big blind calls. Now here I figured with his line of betting, this guy had been like an empty seat all night. I really thought that, maybe he had the other eight, but or maybe he had the other card, like a two pair, like maybe he had king. So now he has two pair, eight kings. River card is another blank. So I raise after he checks to me, and he calls. And I was like, all right, time to show him the bad news. And he said, I hear the dealer go, eight's full of kings. So he ended up having a full house. And yeah, I couldn't pin him on having king eight in his hand. So I was like, eight's full of nothing. So all I had was a three of a kind of eights. So yeah, that was a bad beat. That took a lot of my chips actually. And then I never really recovered from that. So yeah, I hope in the future I'll do a little better at live play. I'm doing alright online, but this live poker, man, live felt time is killing me. I gotta find like a cheap house game or something where I could get some more felt time for practice, because like I said, I was throwing in those 3 chips thinking that was 3x. Lazy thinking. Should have been throwing in 2 chips and saying 6 instead of doing 15. It's gonna haunt me for a bit. Alright, ciao. It like fascinates me every time I fly here.